Well, hello, my friendly shoppers, and welcome back. If you are new here, welcome and hit that subscribe button if this is the kind of content that you want to watch. And if you are returning, everybody, welcome back. We are in a new Sam's Club, and as soon as we walk in, we see the goalie. Have you tried these? I tried them. I didn't get the results that everybody else was talking about. So, especially for that price, too. And so anyways, like kind of walking in, we see, obviously it's a new year and, diets are the big thing. So they had the Atkins cookies, the Atkins shakes. So I was surprised they still sell Atkins stuff. I thought keto replaced that. Oh, it has keto written on there too. Okay. It's hard to catch up with these. It's hard to not catch up, keep up with all these fad diets. Obviously, you have your protein drinks they're going to put up in the front. I do once in a while like to have protein because sometimes when I am running around, I'm a busy mom and wife, and sometimes I honestly don't have time to eat, or I eat very small, and so it's good to kind of carry some of those with us. Now, they have their yoga items, and with the yoga, look what they put right next to it. Pork rinds. That is so mean. Like, hey, you work out, you can eat these. And of course, obviously, the big game is coming. Big games are coming. Playoffs, our Super Bowl here. So they got the big TVs going on. I mean, look at that, 82 inches. I don't know that would even fit. That wouldn't even fit on our TV stand. And it's too big, but you know what? For some people, it's just not big enough. So, hey, knock yourself out. These are really good prices. I mean, 75-inch for $900. You go back 20 years, a $900 TV would have been a way, way smaller TV. This is a great Sam's Club. It's so brightly lit. I was just enjoying it. I was just like, wow, I love it with this. And this was such a nice Sam's Club too. And they got their jewelry all out. And so I'm going to be definitely returning back to this one more often because it was just such really a pleasant experience that I had for this day. So of course I went and checked out their gift cards. I noticed there's one section of gift cards that are not discounted. Obviously Starbucks was in that because people will be stocking up. I know I would be. And like I said, I was hoping to see like at Marshall's, Home Goods, or TJ Maxx. I will definitely keep my eye out because I would love to have that gift card. Now, here's something I've never seen before. These are huge backups. Now, first I thought it was $450, but no, that was for the printer on top. The backup was for the second price, $150. So if you are in an area, maybe it's known to have blackouts or something, and you've got to keep working, obviously, so this could help you perhaps keep your blackout, keep your power up during a blackout. And so just kind of something to think about. It's always good to, be prepared. And like I said, you have your electronics in the front, and then they have a lot of printers. I mean, this is even more than I've seen at Costco too. And here you go, it's a Cricut Joy. It's a smaller version of Cricut, only for $209. Actually not a bad price. I've seen it much higher than that. They had this Brother machine, the sewing machine that they're trying to hide for $180. So I'm kind of peeking from the side. Ooh, it's an LCD display. That's actually pretty nice. I do own a Brother machine myself, and I like Brother now better than Singer. We used to have a Singer a long time ago, but that's a whole nother story. And one thing I like about the store, they had all the tape together. This is really nice. Like, they had your packing tape, masking tape, the blue tape. All your tape is right there together, which is really cool. Now, if you're getting ready, so you want to start to spruce up your backyard, get ready for spring and summer, they have these really cool flat grills for only $230. My husband and I are eyeing this because I prefer to have a flat grill over a barbecue grill just because I feel that you can cook more things and not lose it to the grill. But if you are, like I said, here's a pellet grill that's on clearance. They had charcoal fuel lighter. They had everything for your black grill, or if you have, there's a Duraflame. If you have a fire pit, if you don't want to use real wood, because those do light up much faster. Here is all your charcoal. And the two packs of charcoal, about $20. I don't know if that's a good price or not, just because I don't buy charcoal. But look at this cute little bungalow playhouse. Yeah, it's $300. But how much fun would kids have in that? Toddlers too, because I say kids. My child would not be able to fit into that. And obviously, you're getting ready. It's so funny. It's just like it's in January, but it's we're in Southern California. We had 78-degree weather, so these pool items for us is no big deal, no shocker. But I did like, boy, they really just come out with some cool stuff. $20 to hang out in the pool like that, I would absolutely love that. And now look at this. This is on clearance. It's a studio creator. And the more I thought about it, it's like, oh, look at that. It's a 2-in-1, has a green screen, the little circle light. I remember those circle lights first came out like 4 years ago, how expensive those used to be, the light kit. And look how it is $15. Okay, that is a really great price. And not even for kids, for adults who are wanting to do that. That's a really nice starter kit. Of course, we still have some cold days. Here's your ceramic heaters, humidifiers, and that is what's driving me crazy. Those heaters, they dry out my sinuses and really that messes them up, and so I have to be extra careful this time of year because you want to stay warm, but you also want to stay healthy too, so keep everything a little bit moist, not too moist. Obviously your garden stuff is going to be coming around, and it's always a good time it's so funny because this is a good time here to plant our roses, to start getting everything ready. Obviously our grounds don't freeze like in other parts of the country. We don't get snow. And so having this stuff out for us is very, very quite normal too. So versus you would see Sam's Club or Costco and another part of the country with different weather, you would probably see different products too. And so if you said, now I don't use Tide Pods. It seemed like a really good price to me. And Lysol, remember 2 years ago how hard this was to find? $9.72 for a pack of 3. That's actually a really good price because at Target they're like $5.99 to $6.99. You got your big thing of Dawn for $7.88, and I am a Dawn user. Now I really like this, and I gotta show this to my husband because we have a coffin freezer, but this is an upright freezer for only $300. And because I tell you, a coffin freezer, there's some things that we found at the bottom. We're like, oh yeah, oh, remember when we bought this? And with the upright, I feel like that we would be able to get a little bit a better use out of it. Or they call them chest freezers. I'm like, the old term was these days called coffin freezers. And I want to know if this is a good price for an Instapot. I'm about to join the Instapot bandwagon. It's $90, but it's 6 quarts. Yes. And so it's a pretty good size. I know they come in different sizes. And I'm just like, I do not know, but I was like interested. I'm like, oh, it's a rice cooker. It could be a slow cooker. It's so funny. I know I'm super late on the Instapot bandwagon. I know I am. Now this is a Keurig I've been wanting, and look at that. It is the low price of $160, and why I say it's a low price because when they first came out, they were $200, and then when they're on sale for like $180, you're like, hey. Now this time in the store, I'm going to be honest with you, I just became super hungry. I had a breakfast bar that wore off so quickly, and so everything I started to see from this point on looked absolutely just delicious to me. So you're gonna see me linger in the food because I was just like, oh my gosh, I will buy it all. And I'm not gonna lie that I did buy some, like, okay, this caprese salad. I am a sucker. I love caprese salads. Mozzarella and tomatoes. I could eat that like every day. I love it. And even like these brownies, because my daughter's been asking for brownies. Like even those look good. And I was just like, oh my god, look at that big one on the side too. Even these pastries for $2.98. So like I said, I was just it was one of those terms like all of a sudden you just like the hangry monster just came out. And of course they have cinnamon rolls. Now Costco has them for $6.99. Those were $4.90. What he says we may try some of those. The icing always seems too much. That's really what scares me. It's like, oh, that's a lot of icing. And I was looking at these muffins. I was like, oh, I thought the ones on the right were like cinnamon. No, those were banana nut. So you have blueberry, chocolate, banana nut. I can't eat bananas, so that would not have been a good purchase for me. Now this is where I was just like, oh, like this tray is like apples, grapes, cheese. I mean, yum. And they were for $24. Now, if you are having some kind of like get together or family get together, your large family, you just want to have fun, don't want to do all the cooking. These were chicken salad sandwiches, and we're trying to get the price. And so everything was around an average of $24 too. So you had shrimp cocktail, you had the little sandwich rolls. I mean, there you go. You could buy one of each, and you would have a really great spread. Even these chicken enchiladas, those were $11.36. Those were calling my name. Like I said, and I'm about, like I said, I was only 30 minutes from our house, but it was just kind of like, oh, everything. Even the Brussels sprouts looked good to me. Now, I do like Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts just don't agree with me. They make me super bloated, but oh, I think Brussels sprouts with a little salt and pepper tastes so good. And then those were hache chili enchiladas. But even I like that they had these salads. These are individual salads for $2.90. And those looked, like I said, those were looking good. Or $2.48, my apologies. Now they had the tacos. Costco has those tacos, and I love those tacos too. And like the Cobb salad looked good. Even these, now these little meat and cheese looked good, but now I don't eat salami or pepperoni, so, but some of that looked like, if I had a friend with me who ate that, I totally would have got it. I said, you know, we'll split it. And of course, now the sushi really looked good. And look at the crab. And so I'm going to tell you, so I did end up getting a roll yesterday. Of course, I couldn't eat in the car. That's just too, that's sushi's not one of those car, well, unless you had chopsticks with you. But I ended up getting this one, the California Crunch Roll. And it had like onions on top, or like almost like Funyuns, the crunchy onions. It was really good. It was very fresh, and so because you could tell right away when the rice is a little stale, because the rice gets dry. The rice was perfectly, you know, just like that. It was just like kind of like, you know, the rice was done well, and so it wasn't overly dry. So I grabbed that. I was like, oh, I'm gonna eat the whole half of it. No, I ended up eating the whole thing, but it was super good. Of course, I was just like, ooh, tacos sound good too. I mean, that is huge. That is 4 pounds of pork right there. And then they had the meatballs ready. And so that's something I may later pick up, because I do, you know, we're in California. Love tacos. It could be tacos every day. And carne asada. Now, I wasn't sure. I didn't think that was a really good meal. Or not meal, but a really good deal. It could be really good meat. But that was $24 for that. Now, I checked out their freezer in this store. Like I said, this store I've just been overly impressed. They have everything labeled. I've got to double check the other one because I don't recall seeing that. So I did grab some honey barbecue boneless bites. My husband had it for lunch, so this was recorded yesterday on the 11th. My husband had it for lunch when I brought him home. He said they were okay, and so I was hoping they would be better. But like I said, they got the pizzas. Some of the pizzas were scattered too, because if in the appetizers they had like I call them the bagel bites, like the bagel bite pizzas. So you definitely want to go through the whole thing. The creamer was a really good price at $4.98 because you get much smaller of that creamer, and it's like $5.66 at Target too. They had a nice fresh flower display, really huge, and of course I looked at their liquor. I always like to see what's in the case, and it's okay. I mean, I guess I'm kind of like, that's what they locked up, like $44. You would think it'd be a higher label. Like even the Blue Label at Costco is not locked up. Now Blue Label at Costco is $169, is $184 here. So if you are a Blue Label Scotch person, definitely get it at Costco too. And some of the items I don't have memorized. I have the Blue Label just because my husband likes that too. So that's kind of where that one sticks out. The Aquafina is a pretty good price. Look at that. $4 and change. And they even had like Arrowhead. Arrowhead's not my favorite water. I don't know what it is. And like I said, everybody's different. There's people who like it, there's people who don't like it. These almond, oh, these are so good with coffee. With the chocolate, oh yeah. But I buy those maybe once a year. I haven't bought them for a while. Oh, the Belvitas. I did grab a box because those sometimes are just a nice little afternoon snack. You don't want a huge meal, but you got to eat something. And these Go-Go's, I do like these applesauce. I loved it when my girl was little, as a toddler. You could just pop off the top and then have these. What a great invention these were. And of course, obviously they have all their cereals at such great prices. Now, sadly, I go eat cereal more because I can't drink milk. I can eat cheese, some ice creams, but yeah, cheese doesn't do anything, but milk, for some reason, milkshakes does not agree with me. So sadly, for over a year, I have not had some cereal. Like Honey Bunch of Oats, that was a really good price. My favorite, of course, was Honey Nut Cheerios. I love that since I was little, and I still like it to this day. I really got to try it I tried it with almond milk. It just wasn't the same. So hopefully one day maybe I'll be able to get back on milk. I don't know. What in the world are they putting in milk that all of a sudden it would just not agree with me? That's just odd. Macadamia nuts. Oh, they are so tasty. Look at those. And you can tell they're popular too. It's like when the pile is super low, you know that is a popular item compared to the almonds next to it. And for $11, wow. And of course, if you like those Red Lobster, the cheese rolls, the cheese biscuits, pardon me, you can make them at home for $6.98. I haven't been to Red Lobster. We haven't been there for, I would say, 4 years. And we keep talking about going back. And if you don't mind the holiday colors, these little mini baking chips, those were on clearance. And so you go to the clearance price of $1.99. I mean, wow. And oh, look at these dark chocolate. I haven't seen dark chocolate in a big bag like that. So that was pretty cool. $7.98. If you got a big fan. Now, Accent. It's like, wow, they still sell that? $8.98. I got a little flashback. Remember in the 80s, they used to have all sorts of commercials for those. Now, the ranch seasoning, oh, that's pretty good. A lot of people do like that. Put that on your fries. And what was that? Oh, cinnamon crunch topping. I don't know what you would put that. Maybe toast? Maybe? And so this one had a really nice chip display. Obviously, there's a lot of football going on. So this is kind of where to get the chips. Very good price. And you get a little bit more for your money too. All the Ruffle potato chips. To some people, that Ruffles would be a prize right there. The Tostitos, the Frito-Lays, all of those were a package of 3. I really couldn't find the price. It's showing that everything is like $3.78, so maybe even those, but that seems too good to be true. And now they have their Valentine's stuff out. Look at this, the popcorn variety pack. It's a pack of 12 for $10. That's actually not bad. Now it would be for like my daughter's class, it'd be, you know, she has 30 kids, it'd be $30. I'm like, I don't think I want to spend that much money. And this 12 pack of assorted chocolates. Now that is really cute. I was making sure $9.98 as well. And of course they have the Russell Stover and all these fun little Valentine's gift packets too, for a relative or a friend. And $10.98, not bad. The Lindt chocolate, I haven't tried this one, the strawberries and cream. Now, Godiva is my husband's favorite. He loves those. And now I have tried these stuffed pups with chocolate. We bought a bag. I don't know if we got a bad bag, but it wasn't as good. I saw good reviews on it too, so I was just like, oh. My daughter and I like, oh, this is interesting. And we tried it. It's like, oh no. And now we did get those because we're still doing, you know, some fun nights of hot chocolate. Now those peanut butter pretzels, those had no price, and thank goodness, because I would have bought them if they were under $10. So everybody, thank you for joining, and we will see you tomorrow. Stay safe.